teams.
Absolutely. But again, Pulse. Okay, so we saw the outcome of this match. First round three, we said it. We said it. We predicted it. Huge brain, big brain casters. But all right, why don't you break it down? How is it that they were able to win? Why did Exius win that out when it looked like it was going towards Lolly Esports at the start?
It's just Eggs just kind of got their head in the game. They're running these odd compositions. That didn't really seem to make too much sense to me. They were running, like you pointed it out, obviously is Ryan Diva. So there's a lot of weird stuff that was kind of getting thrown in there. Nobody really knew what was going on too well. But after that, after the that Route 66 where they kind of got bogged down a lot, they got right back in it. They kind of brought it all together, and they switched up the comp to the point where
Mm-hmm.
things made a little bit more sense. And the fights were close even with that weird comp. So you think, okay, with that weird comp, since the fights were close, if we go to something more natural that works a little bit better, you kind of get that advantage because things were already so close. And with that, they were able to make their DPS pop off a lot, and their tank line. Their tank line worked so well in tandem with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, they were lowly start to just kind of run the goats comp a lot, and if you're running that constantly over and over again, that they're gonna learn that, and they're able to counter that a lot.
Yeah.
You saw there's a lot of fair picks from 12 just because.
Oh, Pulse. Uh oh. Huh. Well, I guess we'll never know what it is. Oh, okay. I see how it is. That's on me. Okay, hello, hello, hello. Are we back?
Hello?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Whew. I thought for a
What
second
happened?
that you ended up dying, but then I was like, nope, that's gotta be me. Internet went out for a hot second there, but okay, we're back, we're back, we're back. Don't worry, everybody. Don't freak out. Let me restart my Overwatch here, cause went offline completely. But all right. Anyways, so you're gonna have to pick off where perhaps you left off. Why don't you just say the whole thing again? What was it that allowed the Exius to come out on top here?
It was essentially, those weird compositions. I don't know how much you heard, so sorry. It was the weird compositions at first that they were trying to run against Lowly Esports, while Lowly was kind of running. They ran the goats comp essentially the whole game, with little variations here and there. But yeah, they were just kind of running their heads against the wall with these odd comps, but the fights were still like somehow close. But while the fights were close, it wasn't really doing too well. To Oh, Hakan says we love our casters. We love you too,
Oh,
man.
thank you, Hakan.
Yeah, we're
Yo,
in a new lobby here.
yo, can we get some less than threes in the chat, please, for
Less than
Hakan?
threes.
So nice. What a kind of person he is. But, anyways, let me just bam, transition that. Regenerate versus Orcs. GP White Pulse. We've seen the Orcs play before. These guys are like robots in terms of how they play. At least that's how I like to think of them in terms of their play style. They just work together. They are truly a
Oh,
hive mind.
definitely. Yeah, yeah, Orcs is they're the never say die comp. Um, and these guys are these guys never give up the fight to like ever essentially
Yeah,
when they even if there's
ever.
one or two people left they still are take the fight right to the end. And that's what I love because sometimes there's clear resets where like you lose four members, you don't want to get staggered if you're the last two members, so you either do a tactical suicide or you fall back to the rest of your team. But these guys, they just don't do that. It's not in their mentality. They're always fighting back and forth. Um, so yeah, very good plays, very good players in general, and
Mm-hmm.
we do have a little bit of an opposite because Orcs is in second place right now. They're trying to gun for that Ronin Horde first spot, but Regenerate still looking for their first W of this Russian Overwatch.
Absolutely. I mean, we look at this, right? Orcs, we've said this before, and we'll say it again now. They're looking like one of the top teams here, for sure. Just based on the way they play, it's crazy how fast these guys adapt to whatever the defense is running. We saw that in the match on Wednesday. The Lily Esports, they looked lost, really. Anytime they tried to do anything, orcs just, they consulted their databases, they consulted the hive mind, and then they found an answer to it instantly. Like, it's almost robotic, like I said, how well these guys work together. It is just so
Oh
so
yeah.
impressive to me how well they do play together. But let's look at this. Pulse Regenerate starting on the defense here. And what are they running?
They're running that dive defense. They're letting them come to them. They're gonna give a little bit of ground and then essentially try to dive on the opponent once they're in their own. That's some honest spam. We're spamming the voice line back here, but yeah, they're gonna wait for them. We're gonna give a little ground, wait for them to come into them, so they could dive right back onto them, right back onto Orcs GP. Orcs GP though,
hang on a
they're
minute.
running. Yeah, they're running a little bit of dive themselves.
Look at the Sombra though. I think this is interesting. Infinite invisibility. That's what I was looking for. Say that one 10 times fast. But anyways, here comes the dive on the side. The Sombra I think is an interesting pick. We're gonna see if she can find the value in the hacks. But again, Hakan, there you go. First pick, Makaka soon to follow, and now our Temka has to go into the point. But he's gonna be finished off there when you're sandwiched betwixt everyone like you are, and he is just sliced down by Hakan here. I didn't really see Little Flame do a whole lot there. Maybe he was using that infinite invisibility, but we're gonna see what he can do perhaps later in the match.
Oh yeah, I like the Sombra pick. I really do. Just because it kind of throws like a wrench in the plans of Regenerate, and
He's going for the hack.
yeah, they are. He's gonna go for the hack, which is gonna be the key.
Oh no, he actually did get. Oh, woo, 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 barely escaping
careful.
that one. That was a little close. Oh, the Tracer's hacked. That's horrible. That's the last thing you want to have happen to you as Tracer, and he's just finished off by Little Flame and a huge bomb by Reckless. My goodness, we saw him with the huge shatters last time, but I guess he can also play Diva at that level. Huge bombs. Let's see if he can keep this off in Little Flame. Okay, got the D-Mech, got the kill. Onto our Temka, and then onto Rug. I'm just going to call him Rug. But this Sombra, this is very interesting. He's got the EMP.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that could be a huge playmaker,
Big
especially
opener.
because Orcs GP, they just have so much. They have so well game sets. A Little Flame taking out the Ana on the opposite end. That's going to be a huge play because now you know they're down a healer and they need all the healing they could get. And the Regenerate needs all the healing they could get out of that comp because they don't really have like a big, like Mercy or something like that to kind of keep everyone up. So you definitely need all of the healing you could get. They pretty much have all ultimates on the side of Orc GP. Reckless is just a little behind because he used the bomb in the last fight. But Orc GP, they have such good game sense and they're going to use that blade. Yep.
Trying to open things up, catches down Loyo. You know what's interesting is Loyo is playing this Ana. We've seen him play Tracer in the past. We know how good of a Tracer he is. I wonder what the decision is on the side of the Orcs GP in terms of switching him onto that Ana role, but just saying God and Hakan there. Both of them deflect at the same time. Just a bit of an awkward standoff there as they're both like, all right, what are we doing here? Like, we're just staring at each other. But defense, all the ultimates in the world right now. Offense, they've got some ultimates to work with too, but all depends on if they can properly shut down this EMP or use their ultimates before they can.
Yeah, exactly. The EMP, if you're all grouped up to just look for Little Flame, to look for that opportunity.
Same God. He's coming on in with a blade here. It's
Ooh,
the Nano Blade. I'm getting Season 3 flashbacks here, but he's trying to take that. The EMP was enough. He couldn't double jump. He couldn't double jump. He couldn't
dash.
Swift Strike. He couldn't deflect. Couldn't do anything except die, really, in that fight. Great EMP usage right there to shut down that Nano Blade. You know, he waited. What I thought was smart. He waited for the dash. He waited for him to invest his cooldowns before using the EMP. You know, which I thought was smart because then that puts him in a position where he's in the middle of their team, and then they can just be finished off right away. You know, because he can do nothing but just kind of slash at the huge HP of the tank line, and he's not gonna find a whole lot. But 4 minutes now, 30 seconds on the clock for the offense. Great time so far. Little Flame going on for a long flank here.
Yeah, I mean, this team just works in tandem so well. They have a plan for everything, essentially. Their game sense is insane.
Yeah.
You know, last round, we saw them on the Rialto, and there goes the hack onto... There's no shield at all. It was just the bubble from Zarya that kind of kept everyone alive. Maka was hacked. So there's
Hacked
nothing he
again?
can really do. He's hacked again. Oh no, this poor
Oh,
Reinhardt.
don't be finished off by Little Flame. You gotta be so careful here. Little Flame has been going insane on this Sombra, finding all the value that they could ever hope or want or need, really. It's really great how well the Sombra's working. Even though they're pushed back, even though they're going to lose this fight, Little Flame is the only one to be found, really picked in that fight. And he's got the EMP for the next one here. They only have the Nano Boost on the side of the defense.
Oh, actually, we're
Possible
gonna get a
retake?
huge. No, we're gonna get a huge compositional
Oh.
swap. 3 people switch. Pika's gonna go over to the Zenyatta, Starboy's onto the Ana, and Hakan's gonna go over to the Hanzo. So that's gonna be your 3 changes on the side of orcs. These guys are always smart and they know what they're doing. And that was a calculated EMP. He just asked, "Is everyone ready?" Okay, and then press Q once everybody was all grouped up.
Starboy's not in a good position here. He can't heal his team as they're pushing forward here. Little Flame does get caught. There's a heal.
Oh, we have a Boostio!
Let's go, Luthis. Can you find the picks? Nope. All right. They just they filled them up full of arrows like a pin cushion, and then you just take it down. Here comes the picks though. Hakan does catch Rug after he gets the kill, or after he gets the high noon off, and now offense still looking to push forward here. No ultimates though. Just same God possible blade here, possible retake. What do you think?
Maybe it would have to be a big blade for them to go into it. Same guy's gonna try to engage it right now.
They're looking. They try to find Zen. They can't get it though. Pika finds the picks. He got the bubble. Catches Reckless. That's it.
But he wasn't even on the floor.
Yep. No one was there.
No.
They couldn't contest, and as a result, offense pushes forward with a very solid time bank.
Yep, 230. That's gonna be a pretty big time bank for them. OrkGP, they know what they're doing every time. They have a plan for
They
everything.
got a plan.
Exactly. Even last time, we saw them on a Rialto going against Lowly Esports, and they just adjusted so well to whatever Lowly was throwing at them. And I feel like I think that's a huge difference maker. What separates them from the rest of the teams here, their game sense is out of this world. I think they have the best game sense out of any team here, just because they're able to adjust so well, and so they're a force to be reckoned with no matter who they're going against.
I think in the words of Hannibal from the A team, I love it when a plan comes together. That's gotta be what the orcs. That's gotta be what they live and die by. And
Yep.
I mean, Pulse, if you are the regenerate here, how do you combat this? How do you combat just the overwhelming, perhaps, game sense that the orkGP might be having?
You just have to rally together really well. You have to have these talks that are useful to your whole team. Essentially, that you're talking about, you're explaining to each other like what you saw in that last match, how you're able to adjust as a team to kind of combat it. And you also have to be adaptable. A lot of times we see teams just kind of run their head constantly with the same comp that's not working against a team that's clearly able to counter it. And so you have to be able to adjust to a better composition. Little Flame with this infinite stealth is going to look into the window and see what's going on. They recognize they have a Bastion, so that could help out the side of the defense because they know what's coming at them.
Absolutely, they know they're going to be running this kind of interesting composition. They do switch off the Bastion. Could have just been messing around and spawn. It happens. But Little Flame he does get the recon. Like you said, that's what Sombra is really good for. It's like you're playing Splinter Cell out here. You're on a little spy mission as the Sombra, and then you can just get out of there at any time with the translocator. It's now infinite along with the stealth, which I think is really interesting changes to Sombra. And I like the play that they're showing so far and how they're using the Sombra. Hakan, first pick, juke this down right away. Oh no, Lucio, they get staggered out for a moment here. They can kind of continue to still push in though, just because the Lucio can get back so quickly. Look at him, wall riding his way back in. It's just same God, arrow to the face of Little Flame. I used to be a Sombra like Little Flame, but then I took an arrow to the face, or an arrow to the knee rather, much like Little Flame, but instead he took an arrow to the face, which is probably a little more painful. At least I lived. Little Flame unfortunately died. D-Mech now coming on onto Reckless here. He's 1 HP. Artemka, he's just waiting. Watch this. He's gonna walk around the corner and just kill Reckless as soon as he's got the opportunity to. And I love how they're leaving Reckless at 1 HP. They don't kill him. They force them to invest resources into healing him back up, and then he's still not even in the mech, right? So,
yeah, that's very smart actually to keep him alive. But with that, Starboard does have the ultimate. to kind of boost someone on the point. I can imagine it's onto someone like that. Reckless does have the mech back.
Here comes the Dragon Strike. Starboy able to get out of his way from that one here into Cast. He's feeling angry. And he is just glowing red right now with that anger, but he's not going to be able to find a whole lot of value. Bomb catches Hakan, and now with Pika and Starboy down, Rug trying to turn the tides, might just have done it. Hakan falls, Reckless falls, Little Flame gone, Decast gone, and Pulse. I think they might be. I think they might have a game plan here. Regenerate. They might be finding the cracks, perhaps, in orKs' armor.
Yeah, exactly, but orKs very patient, haven't used a lot of ults, just Starboy's Nano Boost, and they do have 5 ultimates coming up for this next fight. They just have to find a way to counter Rug on the Pharah, so that they could take the fight essentially to them. The only one keeping them at bay essentially is that Pharah, so it's going to be a focus for them to take out.
That's true, very, very true, and Jasim got okay, Decast diving onto the point, wants to finish off Judas there. He gets taken down, Jasim got finding a double kill, Little Flame. Maybe not the best of EMPs here. I don't know what's going on with orKs right now, but they're not looking like the same team we might have seen yesterday. What do you think, Pulse? Do you think Regenerate might have just improved, or do you think they found a way to counteract this, this hive mind, perhaps, that the orKs have, that we've talked about again and again? Bomb comes out very late in that fight, and Makaka just puts down his own bubble to shut things down. Starboy's found. I think offense can continue to push forward here.
Yeah, Makaka is found though, so that could be a big one. Little Flame is able to hack Pharah. That's a big hack on the floor right now. And just because of the Valkyrie, there's nothing you could really do to try and take him out until Loyal's Valkyrie runs out. So that's good use by that. But that cancels essentially the barrage, and Rug is going to be found. So that's going to be the key opener to this to the defense, and maybe they could kind of get in this fight now.
Hakan has been going off on this Tracer right now. Again, finding Loyo. He's getting key picks left and right. And really, this is where the orKs, okay, they're starting to push back. They're starting to find their footing once more. They were looking a little shaky, but I think they've locked it down now. For the time being, they've got the EMP. Oh, brutal stagger coming out here on our Temka. Little Flame's got the EMP. Hakan's got the pulse bomb. If they can find a big one, it'll definitely decide the next fight. But what do they got to watch out for?
They gotta watch out for the barrage. It's gonna come in hard and fast. Rug is not gonna take any opportunities. He got shut down early last time, so if he sees an opportunity, he is absolutely gonna take it. Little Flame just has to find a big EMP, maybe to shut down those kind of ults. Jasim God has the dragons, so you do have to be careful with that. He's gonna throw it in right now, just kind of open up the fight. Just try to break up orKs a little bit.
Here you go, first pick, Pika down. No Transcendence now available. Little Flame just trying to find value, but it's very hard in these chaotic fights. This is where the Sombra kind of starts to fall apart. It's very hard for her to find value in these kind of chaotic fights because it's hard for her to get hacks.
Ooh.
But Reckless, there you go, Hakan. It's all about Hakan right now. He has just been finding picks over and over and over and over. It's kind of ridiculous. He's finally finished off here by Makaka, and I think the tank line is going to allow them to continue to push the card forward. Yeah, it's just Pika. He has to use the Transcendence. He's looking for the tester. Okay, no, here comes the Kess. So that was actually good. Bought them enough time, perhaps, for the Angry Monkey to come back out. Rug, you got to get out of there, man. You can't survive. Oh,
definitely not. Yeah, he's gonna take out Pika actually before he goes down himself, maybe.
Whoa,
what is happening right now?
Are they gonna win this fight? They're stealing orKs' motto. They are the Never Say Die team right now. Loyo does get found, but they're still fighting this out, and it looks like they might be winning this. What on earth? Judas uses the sound bird. What on earth? Okay. I'm in shock. That's the Never Say Die if I've ever seen one there. I mean, wow.
Wow. Yeah, Makaka was asleep on the floor, that big Winston on the floor. And it seems like, they weren't touching him because they're going to try to go for a little bit of a stagger. But out of nowhere, Rug comes in with the Doomfist and uppercuts the Zenyatta out of nowhere. Nobody knows what's really going on right now.
I'm not even sure if they knew how they won that fight. That was crazy. Dragon Strike, though, for the pressure, but gonna get eaten up. Maybe next time. D.Va just gonna turn it into a snack for now. Here comes a bomb. Pika. Ooh. Barely gets his way out of danger there, but here comes Makaka with the Primal Rage. Catches Little Flame. That's a big pick. He can't build up. He switched over to this Zarya now, and they can't build up that Graviton Surge on the side of the defense. Your bomb catches Judas. Nice. They have the spawn advantage, though, so even though they're winning this fight and they're getting the picks, the offense can just reset right away. So any pick that the offense does get on the side of the Regenerate here is a lot more valuable, but I think the defense is going to hold for now.
Yeah, for at the moment they're gonna hold. They're just gonna make the offense do a full reset, and they're gonna stall, and they're gonna stagger Rug. So that's a pretty good stagger there. They do have the rally and the shatter. So rally could be you pop pretty
Oh
soon once everyone's
no.
grouped up.
Artemka, you can't do me like this. You're on the diva. Come on
Oh
now.
no!
Okay,
Oh
good,
no!
good, good, good. He heard me. He heard me and he's switching over to the Zarya. There you go. Smart. I love it. Reinhardt's colliding now on the point. They just negate each other. Oh, the Dragon Strike right to the face of Dekest there to finish him off with the help of Makaka. And now the Dragon Strike applied the pressure that they need. Little Flame is looking to be found here, but they're turning the tides. Hakan, Starboy, and Reckless find 3. And the defense is still holding. 50 seconds left now.
Oh, I mean, Same God is popping off right now. He got both of the supports. So only Hakan is the only support left with the Brigitte. Could be
They gotta push
could be
in.
popping the rally pretty soon. Yeah, this is their opportunity before the supports come back is to push in. Hakan has been holding on to this rally for a very long time. So
yeah.
I imagine once everyone's grouped up, they'll be
Wait
popping
a
that.
minute. Where is the Kest? Okay, there he is. Okay, I got scared for a second. I thought he was going for a flank shatter. And look what they're doing. When in doubt, pulls, goats it out. Here comes the orcs. They're moving all together as a unit. They get slept right away, though. On the side, or Dekest does get slept, rather. He's anti-nated now, though. This is their chance to finish him off. They're trying to take advantage, but no one's there. 10 seconds left, ticking down. Juthis is found. No push left. Somebody's got to get there, and I don't think it's going to be Loyal, because they're pushing up big here. They want to pressure the spawns. 2 seconds, 1, and that's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. On Route 66, the orcs, GP, White get their kicks. And Regenerate, though. Let's talk about them for a second. They
Oh
were
yeah, definitely.
so good. That fight where we were even at a loss for words was so impressive. I don't know how they won that out. They pulled that back from the brink, much like
Absolutely.
the Orcs GP has done in the past. So I think they might be taking a page out of their book, Pulse. They might be listening to us about how they like this Never Say Die, and this is just a con. This is just him single-handedly dismantling the defense.
Yeah, and I feel like Regenerate has this great, improvement from the last time we've seen them. It's been insane the kind of plays that we've been seeing
Oh, yeah.
from Regenerate, just because they've improved a lot compared to their last fight, and they're able to take the fight to orcs, which is it's something I didn't say. I didn't think I'd say anybody to say to anybody. Orcs finally, they're wall cracking a little bit. They're finding the holes there, and that's all the props in the world to Regenerate. They've improved so much. They don't have a win yet, so they're trying to go for that first win. And if they're able to take the fight to orcs like that, I don't say this is the team that's going to be winless all throughout these rounds. These guys definitely look like they could hold their own, but they're going to go down another tick on that map just because on that map pool, just because they lost it here, so orcs is going to get the win. And now we're going to move on to our next map, which is going to be a assault map.
Okay.
Ooh, Volskaya. Okay, here we go.
And Pulse, part of the reason is, I think even though they looked really good, right? I'm not gonna lie, Regenerate looked very good, much improved than what we've seen from them in the past. I just think it's just the orcs, like you said. We've said it multiple times, and you've brought this up again and again. Their game sense is just, I think, too much. They tried to counteract it, working together as a unit, perhaps throwing them for a loop, trying to poke holes, see what strategies actually do cause them to, kind of lose their footing and kind of throw them for a loop where they don't know how to react. And I think that's the key. If they can find a way to get a strat that orcs doesn't know how to counteract, like they just don't have a strategy, they don't have a contingency plan, then I really think Regenerate has a solid chance to actually get a win over the orcs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. And you could try to make up some factors that might be coming in, maybe because orcs played yesterday. They prepared a lot more for going against lowly than they were against Regenerate. So it's kind of like those back-to-back days where you have to prepare for one team compared to the other.
Mm-hmm.
And they may have just spent all their time studying up on lowly esports than compared to Regenerate. So it could be that, could be a little fatigue. Who knows? Like we don't know. I mean, these guys are screaming all the time, and then they just have back-to-back matches at 2 days apart. So there's a lot of factors that could be brought into this, and I 100% agree with you. It's just Regenerate. I think it also is just Regenerate getting better, practicing. over and over. And I love to know that they're practicing, because it just makes me feel good that even though they're at the bottom of the standings, they're not really giving up hope just yet. They're still there's still more than half time left for these rounds. We're going to round 7. We're only in round 4 right now, so they could definitely come back, bring it from the brink. Yeah, exactly. And they're holding on to that hope. And I love that they're not giving up yet, because a lot of teams at this point essentially would. So yeah, I just love seeing that they have the never say die mentality in the season.
Absolutely, it says a lot about the character of the players. They don't want to give up, and I love that you brought up that player fatigue portion, because that's something that often we don't really think about. We just think about the players in the game and it's locked out. But you got to remember, on the side of every hero, there is a person sitting there who is a real person, and they too are just like everyone else. They suffer from the same things. I mean, if someone's feeling a little sick, might have a cold, their performance is going to suffer as a result.
Exactly.
And player fatigue, like you said, orKs have been playing. These are back-to-back matches practically, and I'm sure they've been grinding hardcore in the time being, so they might be getting a little burnt out, or maybe on the side of Regenerate as well. They've been practicing, pushing themselves maybe a little bit too hard. It's no one really knows, but that's something that you have to factor in the equation. And Volsky Industries double sniper map for sure. So I love how Jasame God and Rug are choosing these 2 heroes, and let's just watch their positioning here. And the cast, all right, the debut on the big old hamster. Let's see what he can find.
Oh yeah, we're gonna see how he can work his way through. They're treating him right now as essentially a main tank to kind of go along with that diva. There's a lot of speed. Yeah, here he comes.
Slamming into the back. They catch Juthis right away. And I love how they're using him, and they use him to engage, and they're using him to like a main tank of the Winston. They use that pile driver to slam down onto the point and find the value, and I think that is going to be the way. Teams looking to know how to play Hammond, take notes, because that's exactly how you do it.
Exactly, yeah. You don't really want to use it like you do some other main tanks where they're kind of always on the front line. You want to use it to kind of dismantle them, engage them, maybe get a swing in there to kind of that swing has a lot of blowback actually. Absolutely. I wasn't expecting this swing to have so much like movement. Little Flame is invisible. He's back here with the enemy team. He's gonna find Juthis again. Oh my god, he's the first pick in every fight.
He's been opening things up massively with the Sombra, and hacking Jasame God is huge. And now he's got the EMP. He's going to use it right away. And they're looking to take this point here. Starboy and Akan finding all the picks into cast.
Right.
All right. Oh, look at him. He's breaking it out. The spin. Spin to win on the point here. It's so hard to contend with this once you get this Hammond set up, because there's just so much displacement, so much damage. You can't contest this. This is impossible. Oh, the test. Hammond, though, I think totally. That's it. Hammond is great at making space. So good. He moves in.
Good.
You got this 1,000 HP hamster. Keep that in. 1,000 HP hamster. Okay? In your face. Mowing you down. Alright? With his machine guns. He's already knocked you up into the air using the pile driver to engage. He's already knocked you around using his wrecking ball. His grappling hook. And then you've just got the 1,000 HP hamster to contend with. Like, it's so hard. You have to concede space. You have to back up. You can't survive with him in your face. I know he may be small, but once he's in that hamster ball, oh, what a rhyme! Oh, look at me. Once he's in that hamster ball, he's so hard to contend with. So hard to deal with. You have to concede space. That's the key to playing Hammond. You need to make space. You need to do it, and I love how Dekes was doing it. Grappling hook to engage, pile driver to knock everyone up, followed by Reckless on the Diva, and then bada boom. One fight, simply that easy.
One fight. Yeah, it really is that easy sometimes with Hammond, and Hammond being in this pool now is gonna be a wrench. Everyone's still learning it. It's kind of like that intro phase where Moira was brought in, or Brigitte. Everyone's still kind of learning how to use them. But yeah, I love the early uses of the Hammond right now, just because teams are still trying to figure it out. Teams are still trying to figure out if he's a main tank or not. Like I've seen debates on forums if he's an off tank or a main tank. So Hammond is going to be the wrench that everyone's going to try to figure out. Now on the side of the defense, we have it looks like essentially the same comp.
Yeah,
they're nothing too different from last time. Starboy is going to go onto the Ana, and we have we have an interesting defense comp because I want to see how they're playing this. You know, they're essentially not going to hold the choke just because they don't have enough HP there.
Watch out, watch Little Flame. Yeah, you're about to say it. Look at him. He's contesting. Oh, just him got. Oh no! What an ambush! Almost take him down. Hakan does find the pick.
He did. Yeah,
that was perfect. That's exactly how you want to do that. That was great from them. But they can just res him back up. But that means they won't have it for the next fight. So they got to be careful here. It's Makaka. They're trying to push in. Both these teams running this this Hammond dive. I do like this. Look at where DeKess is holding though. He's gonna just drop down and pile driver on them, is what I predict.
Yep.
Swinging around. Oh, here you go. He's starting the spin to win. It's like a carnival ride, but not a fun one. This one will kill you. Makaka trying to engage. They're trying to do the same thing, but Artemka is going to be demacked. Makaka trying to engage. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Anti-nade on him. Makaka has to get out of there, roll his way off the point to get the healing from Loyo. But Artemka's caught and deep it down. Here comes Kest engaging up top. Pops the shield. And again, there's that hamster, that high HP hamster that's so difficult to deal with. Here, Makaka again trying, but I don't think it's going to be enough. He's on the hamster. He's got the mines, though, so it could possibly open that up next fight. You know, speaking of area control and making space, the mines are such a good way to do that.
Oh, absolutely. Hammond's all about area control with the spinning that you can attach yourself to with the ultimate. That's really just a game, but Loyo has found out that's not good at all. Oh, no, that's going to be a huge stagger.
As we all know, you can't res the Resurrector. Triple Tank now switching over on the side of the offense. They have to wait for Loyo, though, and a pulse bomb available for Hakan. I love the way they've been playing this DPS line, by the way. Oh, Pika catches Rug. I love the way they've been playing this DPS line. Is they use the Sombra and the Tracer both together to assassinate them as they come out of spawn. It's so creative, and I really love the play that we're seeing. And now Hakan looking for a cheeky stick. Loyo goes for the res, but Little Flame is there to shut him down. And the defense is holding strong with this Hammond.
Little Flame!
You know what I love is they use their DPS on the front line to try and assassinate, and then the tanks don't even got to do anything. The tanks just sit in the back, and they just let their DPS do the work, and then by the time they push on the point, then they engage with the Hammond, they use the pile driver, and then they fly in with the Diva, and they have a little bit of a dive, and then if they're not already dead by the Tracer and the Sombra damage, they're dead then. 6 ultimates for the defense. They win this next fight easily.
6, oh, absolutely, easily. I was kind of looking at it. I was, while you were talking, it was in my mind. I was like, oh goodness, they have 6 ultimates. Little Flame's going to open it up with the EMP, but oh, Little Flame's actually going to be the one to fall. So a little odd. The mines are going to find Shame God as he flies a little too close to the floor.
I don't know though, Pulse. Oh. Wait a minute.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Okay,
offense possibly waiting here. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm gonna eat my words. I'm not gonna lie. That was like this fight. No, defense easy with them, but they win it out somehow. My goodness, that was very impressive. They
survived the ultimates.
they did, and they used a lot of them too. They used the MP, they used the Nano Boost, they used the Hammond Mines, and they used the Genji Blade. Or no, they just swapped to the Genji. They used the Tracer Bomb. Yep, there you go. That's what it is. And it works. Little Flame, you see Rug, he's onto you. He knows what you're doing. He's just going to give you an urge to the face, and they're taking advantage of that. They're pushing in right away. Makaka, can he set up the spin to win? Nope. He's going to be going for the supports in the back. Here's Dragon Strike, though. Pika looking for the Transcendence. Here's a Sound Barrier as well to respond. Both sides push and pull now. They're just waiting, trying to see who can get themselves set up. I want to see a spin to win. Somebody's got to do it. If it's DeKest or Makaka, I don't care. Somebody's got to get themselves spin out on the point, because that's how you display some defense. They're pushing them back for now. It seems like they've gotten 3 picks already. Bomb comes out. Not going to find a whole lot. Reckless just for the fresh mech. And, I mean, if there's a place where you're going to get the fresh mech, it's in Full Sky. I mean, this is where they build the mechs, right? So, probably a little less expensive than if you're anywhere else.
Yeah, the Korean government owns Russia a lot of money with how many times Diva gets democked.
Oh, yeah.
But, oh, look at this. DeKest. Yeah, I like how he's doing a little scouting himself. He's trying to see if they switch up the comp a little bit.
Loyo hacked.
Loyo needs to be careful. Don't want to be found out first time, just like last time. You don't want to be the first one to be found, but Hakan actually, rather, is going to overextend just a little bit too much, and now Reckless has to take the fight up close. They don't have a shield tank. You know, running this Hammond, you're sacrificing, you know, the shield tank pick. So you do have to be careful. They do have the mines from DeKest, though, so that could be holding on. Oh, it's Power Hammond. It's empowered Hammond.
He's coming in. The Nano Boost is there, and he's looking for the bomb, shutting them all down in that close packed hallway. The EMP as well. 3 ultimates invested into the fight, and they might come out with a win here. They still don't have a tick on the side of the offense here. Looking like they're holding strong for now, but with the mines to the point to zone things out, they might be gaining some space. Starboy's caught, Reckless soon to follow. Here comes the Kess back out. He's got to avoid the Diva Bomb for the time being before getting on the point. Slamming his way down.
Oh!
He couldn't find anything with the bomb, you know, with his Hammond mines. Whereas Makaka found the value in zoning them off the point, but here comes Akan, gets the blade, cuts down Loyo, looking for Juthis as well, but Pika is going to take down Makaka, down falls Artemka. It's like dominoes on the point, and they almost got the first tick. They're so close.
Almost.
They're so close, but the defense just shutting them down once more. To Kess, wow, very aggressive here.
Oh yeah, very
Oh no,
aggressive.
it's going to cost him.
Oh no, that's 2 down. That's going to be a 6v4 before the fight even engages. So they have to move fast, Regenerate, to even get on there. There's going to be the Dragon being pushed into the point. Oh, actually, no, it's going to be pushed onto the left side of the defense, and it's not going to find too much. Makaka is going to go into the point first.
Here comes the Diva Bomb from Reckless. Not going to find anything, whereas Artemka and Makaka find the picks that they need. Here comes the Kess coming back out, though. He wants to contest the point, but it's hard when you've got the Diva and the other Hammond in your face. So he's going to be taken down by Makaka. Now they're looking to finish off Reckless. They've got 1 tick on the point. They finish off Reckless here. Here's a high noon. Just same guy. He's looking for Akan. He's waiting out to deflect, and Akan is actually going to take him down before he gets to use it. Could possibly have shifted tides, perhaps. Depends on what this bomb can find. And it does catch a con.
Oh,
I thought he was around the corner. And
yeah,
I think he thought he was safe too. Here comes the Kess, though, with the Hammond mines. EMP as well. Mines on both sides. Makaka catches the Kess, though. His were there, and they are able to cap the point. He catches their Reckless and the Kess, both with those Hammond mines. The Kess were just a little bit off the point. And round 2-2. Time bank, though, definitely on the side of the orcs GP.
orKs has a 5-minute difference, so it's a lot of time. Essentially, you could fit a whole game in that, a whole round in that, essentially. So, but look, I love that Regenerate. They're not ready to go just yet. You know, if they lose this map, they lose the game. Then they drop 2 more maps, but they don't want to go down just yet. Regenerate, they're still staying alive and they're still staying around, but they're going to be the first ones on to attack, and it's going to be, they want to take this first point. You don't want to lose this. Point B, it's a long shot, but like Regenerate surprised us twice so far in this match where we thought it was a definite win. So, these guys, they aren't ready to go just yet.
I love their playstyle. They've just got stuff up their sleeves where I'm like, no way they win this, and then they somehow pull it back from the brink, and it's so impressive to see that. I think what it is they're throwing orcs GP for a loop with some of their pushes, and I mentioned this before. That might be what Regenerate's doing, and I'm pretty convinced that they are now. Is they're running these kind of they're reacting in ways that orcs GP White doesn't know how to react to.
Oh, the team with like perfect game sense doesn't know how to react to them. But I think the wrench that Regenerate is going to have to deal with is the DPS line. Hakan and Little Flame on this Tracer Sombra is just so huge. It's when Little Flame is able to get a hack like he is right now, he's gonna hack Artemka Diva without anything. It's just a floating metal box, and it's gonna get demeched very quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. Here comes Rug, though. He does get taken down by Reckless. He was going on a bit of a flank there, but on the point, they've established themselves. They have the pressure, but it's gonna be just denied by Kess, who does fall down actually to Makaka, and he actually catches 2 there, Makaka.
Oh.
Okay, he's gonna have to escape though. Hamster needs to get out of there, and he's gonna cross the gap. Ooh, barely touching the water there. Might have gotten himself a little bit wet.
Yeah, just screaming the top of the water like Spider-Man in Infinity War, but not not like the ending of Spider-Man.
Whoa there, whoa. Spoilers.
Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, well, if you haven't seen it by now,
I don't know what you're doing.
A little bit questionable, but just same God. First of all, Hakan. Oh, here comes 2 picks though. Loyo, interestingly enough, he's tired. He's tired of Little Flame. He puts down the staff. He picks up the pistol. He's going, listen, you're going back to spawn, buddy. He takes him down. Starboy actually wins the duel and sleeps Artemka here. Juthis is on the point right now. Here comes Makaka once more though. They've got 2. Artemka is finally executed on the point, but they do invest the nano boost here onto Reckless, trying to keep him alive. He's got the Diva Bomb. Oh, Loyo! That's a risky res! He's gonna die, but they do bring Artemka back, and he's hacked before he can get back in the mech. Here comes Reckless with a bomb, though, on the point. does get Makaka. Thought he was safe, and perhaps he did as well, much like Akan did in that last map. Rug, though, does kill Reckless. It's just a Kess left on the point, but he's got to contend with the bomb. He's going to punch himself right into it. OT now on the point. Just Sam God. He's the last man standing. He's trying to take justice into his own hands, but it's hard when you got that big old hamster from the moon right in your face like that. Round 3 is going to go towards the orKs GP. They hold it completely. Yep. Regenerate. It's got to be a miracle hold here.
A very, very good miracle hold. I mean, they've shown us some miracle pushes before. They ran into, orKs GP with 6 ultimates and came out on top somehow. So, they've shown us some miracles today already, but it's 6.5 minutes trying to hold back orKs GP. I already said it once before, but holding back orKs GP is like holding back, water with your hands. You're trying to create an artificial dam, and it's just not going to work. They're going to get past you somehow, and this team, they could go very far. So Regenerate, Regenerate has a big task in front of them. But if anybody could do it, I mean, they've shown that they could be able to.
They can pull some surprises for sure. And pulse, what is this? 7th, 8th time. I'm losing track because we've said it so much. It's half of a goats, so we'll just call it a go or an at comp. Not sure what you would call this, a goes or an ATS. Either one.
Let's go with the goes. The goes comp.
The goes comp. There you go. Because I mean they've got half of it, but they have this Junkrat for the spam, I suppose, and then the McCree, which is a little interesting. I guess they want the stuns because they know they might be running the double flankers. We'll see how this plays out though.
Yeah, 4 to 6 though. That's a lot of the goats comp. 4 to 6.
Close enough, I guess. Pika. Oh my goodness, almost down. Little Flame.
Oh,
goes down though. To open things up, Loyo's on the point. Juthis has got to get there. The Moira Biotic Grasp looking to exsanguinate. Little Flame, he's forced to get out of there, but he's just undeterred. Coming right back out here on top, just waiting for his team to engage. They've locked them in the side room here. We've got pressure on all sides. You've got Loyo holding down one of the chokes, and then just Sam God on the other with the Junkrat. So you see he's rotating position here. Here comes the slam, super slam from Dekest, up top, from the top ropes really, from onto Juthis, but it's not gonna find anything for the time being. He's just looking around, but there, 2 picks open things up. Defense beginning to fall apart here with Makaka hacked. There's not a whole lot he can do, but really just hold left click and swing his hammer back and forth. But
here comes the reinforcements.
There we go, Artemka. Yeah, the reinforcements are coming back out. Artemka does find a cast, and I think with the Inspire, with the healing, he's finally hacked, but he won't have the shield bash. And he's found out by Khan now. Makaka's the only one left. He's going to hold on to the point almost solo here. He has Artemka there, but Artemka's very low. Uses the grab. Just Same God's there. Can they kill Starboy? They do finally finish him off, but Juthis is found right away. Caught as a result. Just Same God needs to contest. Rug is back, but he's hacked with the EMP. Falls flat on his face. He went splat. And orKs GP are going to win Volsky, and subsequently, the game 2-0. We had ourselves a bit of fun with that round 3 in the first map, but nope, it's going right back to the old 0-2. And Pika, you see, he doesn't have the new Moira highlight intro.
The tennis one.
A little bit disappointed. Come on, man, you got to get the new cosmetics here. And even the Diva, look reckless. You see him?
Yeah, there's no
he
wave
has
racer.
The NYXL skin. Where's my wave racer? I feel let down now.
It's the summer games now.
Oh yeah, it's the summer games, guys. Got to get into the mood. Come on. But look at that. All the cards on the side of orKs GP white. That just kind of speaks for itself, really.
Yeah, I mean, they were able to win this out pretty convincingly, but we cannot understate the improvement from Regenerate. Every single game, they're coming out like they're getting better and better, and it looks like they do have a rough schedule ahead of them. But I feel like if anybody could pull it out, it's definitely them. They're able to survive it, and they're able to take it. I'm glad that they're not giving up hope just yet. But that's the games for today, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, Pulse. Again, we did this last time. Let's do it again. Mr. Numbers over there. Where are the teams moving? How are the brackets shifting?
So the brackets aren't shifting, actually, again, for both these teams. So orKs GP, they move up to +6, but still, with +6, they're not able to catch up to Ronin Horde just yet because they have +8. So Ronin Horde still holding that top spot, but orKs is coming for them. They're 2 teams that are undefeated at the moment. So they're going for each other's next, while Regenerate's going to fall down to -8. They were tied with Not a Phase for last place, but now they kind of own that last place spot. But there is still hope in the future for Regenerate's next round. they're gonna go against not a phase. So that's something that they could kind of take to them because not a phase also was tied for last place with them. So there could be some lights at the end of the tunnel here for Regenerate. So there is still some room for improvement, and they're just gonna keep getting better and better. And yeah, and for
Let's.
orcs GP, let's see, their next round is gonna be against not a phase themselves. So.
Hmm.
Yeah, we'll see how that turns out.
We will see indeed how that turns out. And let's recap here. Route 66, Regenerate looked really good. Eventually lost it out to the orcs GP, and then they lose it out on Volskaya after attempting a miracle hold. Went to a round 4, which was very close actually. In terms of the rounds before that, I thought could really go either side. But orcs GP
Right.
proven themselves. They are definitely deserving of their standings here, of one of the top teams for sure, only under Ronin Horde. But that might be just because Ronin Horde has played a few more matches than they have. And Ronin Horde and orcs GP, they're going to be facing off on August 15th in 5 days. That is going to be
Ooh.
next Wednesday. So be sure you're there for that one. But until then, we got the Ronin Horde versus the Exius Esports on the 13th. Should be a great, great match. We saw how good Exius was today, especially with the LoL Esports that they went against. And then Ronin Horde versus Exius. That should be a good match for sure. And then Team
Oh, definitely.
Exile versus Lolly Esports. Oh boy, that's going to be a match for the ages. We've seen both creative strats from both these teams. We're going to see who can out creative, perhaps, the other. That doesn't make sense as a sentence, but who cares?
Yeah, yeah. No, no. I see what you're saying. There's for some great matches for your Castros to be yelling in your ears. So yeah, but that'll do it for today. Make sure you tune in next Monday. That's when we will be coming back with you more matches. We're gonna take a little weekend break. I know we usually just have a day between them, but this is our little 2 day break instead of our normal
Yep.
just 1 day break. So yeah, we will see you guys next Monday. Hopefully, tune into those matches. It's going to be very fun, and the standings are heating up. We're in the
Oh,
middle
yeah.
of these rounds now, so no more. Everyone's done with the warm up, and now we're actually getting into the beef. So
We're
I'm very excited.
We're past the halfway point, ladies and gentlemen. Just 3 rounds remaining, 5, 6, and 7, ending on August 22nd. And then we move into the playoffs. So we'll see you
Oh
then. Make
boy!
sure you stay tuned. And I was Rian, your play-by-play caster. With me was Post, your color caster. We'll see you all on Monday. Enjoy your weekend.
All right, see you later, everyone.